From Drew Brees, I am speechless. Sean Payton is a great man, coach, and mentor, the best there is. I need to hear an explanation for this punishment. Do you agree with the Brees tweet?
No, I do not. First of all, nobody has more respect for Drew Brees than me. I think he's a sensational quarterback. He's a winner, and I can't say enough about his contributions, his philanthropy, in terms of his commitment to the New Orleans community and that whole Mississippi Gulf Coast, the whole bit.
Sure.
He's a phenomenal individual, but he's off base here. You don't need an explanation. I understand you to start quarterback for the New Orleans Saints. You need to shut your mouth and be ready to play for somebody else. Your coach was egregious, to be kind. He condoned a bounty system. He lied about it to the NFL's face. I'm sorry, and that's far be it for me to bring this up, but he lied to their face just like Michael Vick lied to their face. And, even though it's for completely different, different situations, because Michael Vick was involved with the dogfighting scandal, one of the biggest things that stung Roger Goodell is he said, don't play games.
Yeah.
And he looked Michael Vick in the face, and he asked him a question, and Michael Vick lied right to his face.
Yeah.
Worse
than the crime is the
Sean
cover-up.
Payton did the same thing. Sean Payton did the same thing. Let's not give him a pass. Phenomenal coach. I know this. But you can't have these kind of actions, this kind of behavior going on. It cannot be condoned in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I not only agree with the commissioner, I applaud his position. My only problem I have with it is that I think Loomis should be suspended for the whole year. You were the GM. It was on your watch. You had a responsibility to look out for your owner and the entire organization. The coach is the coach, but the general manager is responsible for the organization. You understand? You oversaw all of this, and you let it happen. You knew about it. You let it happen. You talk about he didn't do enough. You know what I hear? You know what I think about, Skip, when I hear people say they didn't do enough? You did nothing. It's not that you didn't do enough. It's that you did nothing. You turned a blind eye and a deaf ear. To me, Mickey Loomis being suspended for 8 games is not enough. He should be gone for the year. Sean Payton should be gone for the year. Respect for Greg Williams because he's been in the business for 23 years in the NFL. I love the fact that he was suspended indefinitely because that's Roger Goodell saying, we'll think about what we're going to. Now, Sean Payton, you just out for the year. You done, okay? But Greg Williams, no. You're out for the year at least.
Right.
And now we will think about whether or not we want you back in the NBA. And I hear his contrite statements. I read his contrite statements and all of that stuff. I don't buy your contrition because you lied to, you denied it to, and you kept it on going. The NFL was investigating this for 3 years. They let you know about it 3 years ago, and you still kept doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, there is no excuse for this. And these players that call up and say, well, you know what, I got to defend him. He's a good man, and he's this and that. Shut up. These athletes sometimes drive me nuts. Learn when to shut up. There are certain things you cannot defend. And not only that, it shreds your credibility. Because when you don't know how to shut up and you try to defend the indefensible, when the moment comes that there's something viable to defend, nobody wants to hear you because you're blowing smoke into the wind. Because when you had an opportunity to shut up and you should have shut up, you started talking. And that's the problem with these guys. All these guys deserve what they got.
Strong.
I completely and utterly agree with you and applaud everything you just said. I am a big fan of Drew Brees. We've had him on the show. Yeah. We all like him a lot. There's much to be liked about him.
Good man.
Very disappointed in that tweet that we just showed. And so, by way of explanation, back to Drew, I'll do it in tweet form. Head coach repeatedly lied about system geared to seriously injuring rival players. Period. Send.
That's it.
Okay? That's it.
That's
all you need to know.
Characters.
Bingo. And I applaud the commissioner. It did remind me last night of a movie I recently watched, which is my all-time favorite sports movie, 8 Men Out, about the Black Sox scandal.
Right.
And in the end, Kennesaw Mountain Landis takes over the sport of baseball.
That's right.
He drops the hammer because he says this will never happen again. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to put a stop to it. You guys are all gone. You're gone. Even Buck Weaver, played by John Cusack, who's sort of the star role in the movie. Right. All he knew was he knew it was happening. He was in on it at the start, but when it came to the World Series, he did not participate. He blew no balls. He said, "No, I'm not in on this."
Right.
And yet he knew about it and didn't stop it. Didn't squeal, didn't rat. And so Kennesaw said, basically, you're banned.
Sure.
You're done.
You just knew about, but did nothing about.
You lost your whole career.
Yeah.
So originally when we talked about Sean Payton, I said, well, he at least deserves 4 games. I didn't know he repeatedly lied. Right. And then I love that Goodell told Adam Schefter, I spoke at length to Sean Payton twice the last couple of weeks.
Right.
We went back. So he got his say in court.
And had an email. An email where there was somebody verifying that I verified to defensive coordinator Greg Williams $5,000 on Rodgers. Sean Payton, $5,000. So Sean Payton knew about that?
Yeah.
And they showed him the email. It was his email. So you knew. Just shut. I hate using the word because be quiet, shut up, that sounds a bit more disrespectful. But in this particular instance, it's warranted. Shut up. And you know what? Listen, you cannot have this kind of stuff going on. And this bunker mentality, no, this is out the window. You know what a bunker mentality applies? When it's all in. This is not all in. You went against your own brothers.
Yeah.
Brett Favre, and you heard who's more critical to Brett Favre than me? What you did to Brett Favre, the way you kept hitting that boy. You understand? After passes were thrown, et cetera.
I agree.
What you did to Kurt Warner. They got names in this report. They even targeted Cam Newton last season.
Yeah, we saw that.
A rookie.
Yeah.
A rookie. Come on, man. Go. They got to go.
Every one of them. Interesting to see how the Saints are viewed by other NFL teams now. I think the ramifications of this ultimately is we won't hear about any bounty systems again in the NFL.
We won't hear about it, but it doesn't need to happen.
No, but I'm saying you think this puts a definitive end to any of it.
Yes.
The players now know this isn't a game. This is for real.